Hey guys, welcome to our channel How We Wander, and we wanted to bring to you guys our cruising, basically what we bring for our cruises. There's a lot of cruise videos out there that say, hey, you know, these are the things to bring, but they never show you really what they bring. So we wanted to make a video for you guys that shows you what we bring, because we're actually going in September and we're going to reshoot the videos that you guys did already see in awesome, hopefully 4K, as well as being much better stabilized in our videos. So,
and this isn't like what clothes we wear to formal night or anything. This is our little gadgets and gear that will really amplify your experience on a cruise.
Yeah. So our first thing that we bring is our lanyards, and if you guys have seen our other videos, you guys have seen us wearing these. And basically, these make our life much easier, because the only thing that you carry on your cruise usually is going to be your sailing sign, your key to the world, whatever your different cruise line may call it, but it's the only thing you really carry. So I wear just a standard lanyard, and then Sarah...
I always go for the zipper pouch. I put Tums, some of these antibacterial wipes. I also put like...
other medicines and things like that.
Any little medicines. And then I love that it has an easy in and out pouch for your sailing sign card. So throw that at the bartender at the end of the night.
Now, it is always suggested, always bring an extra lanyard just in case you want to alternate based on maybe your style or what you might be wearing. But these are definitely our first recommendation. Now, another thing that we do bring is going to be these fans, and I can put this in the link in the description there. These are actually battery powered fans, and they have a USB charger, and what's really great about these is they do move a lot of air. And the thing about that is that in your room you'd be really surprised that these little guys move so much air. But also you combine this with, I'm just kind of streamlining right into our next thing here, is these magnetic hooks. And so what you can do is you can kind of hang it right above, and I'll put a picture in here so you guys can see it, but you can put this little hook and hang it right off of your air conditioning vent, and it'll bring that air right in there for you. And it's quite amazing. It actually makes a huge difference. I never thought I would actually think that those fans would make such a difference, but I'll put those in the link down below. You guys can check that out.
My next thing that I love to have is a pop-up hamper we actually bought at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if everyone has a Dollar Tree out there, but I feel like they're around. And look at that. In your stateroom for your laundry right then and there. It keeps it off the floor, keeps it out of sight. I love it.
And while it is small and it does look like it might be flimsy, it actually, once clothes start going into it, it's pretty good. It actually, you can put it in the closet. If you guys remember seeing the video, there's like 3 closets there in your stateroom, and you just throw it in there, throw your dirty clothes in there, and then when it comes to the end of the cruise, yes, sad times, but when it does come to the end of the cruise, you just throw that laundry right in your luggage and you're ready to go.
Absolutely.
Alright, so for one of my next favorite things to bring, and it's not even a packing thing, this is more of like just a travel kind of tip, is these little, like, they're basically like sealed, just, little pouches that you put on your luggage that lets the people, the porters and the people that are moving your luggage know where your luggage goes. And the reason why this is important and good is because when you print them out, if you're using different types of printers, your different inks can smear. This will seal it, make sure that there's no issues getting your actual luggage back to your room. Also, because they have this stainless steel little, basically this little ring here, it's not going to come off your luggage, so you don't have to worry about that.
Fabulous. I'm going to move on. I found these also at Dollar Tree. These are suction clips for the shower. There's really not a great way to hang on to your loofah in the shower, and if any products have any hanger like things, you can always put those on there too. I just thought they were very useful on our last cruise to have that up there and hanging. You could hang swimsuits, any wash that you do in the room if you're like having an emergency underwear situation or whatever, needed an extra pair. It's perfect for hanging clothes, or swimsuits, or your loofah.
Now, also to add to that, we don't actually have them here because this was a new one that I kind of found out about and just didn't actually really think of, is these are great in the shower to add those different items, to hang, to dry, and so on. And you do usually get a clothesline, but bringing those clothesline clips are also a very, very big help. So we don't, unfortunately, really have them. We have these guys, which these are towel clips that you can also get at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree. And so when you're going out and you're claiming your seat at 6 a.m. I'm looking at you guys. But you're claiming your seat at 6 a.m. This will allow you to make sure that your towel doesn't get blown away or by those self-righteous people that try to say, hey, they're not here. You can kind of clip that down. So these are also an extra to add to there. Now, also more on the electronic side, what you guys can get. So you guys have heard power strips, and yet you can't take surge protectors. Something like this is a very, very good help because it does give you extra outlets, but it also gives you USB ports for all of your different devices.
USB?
And what we did find out is that this is great. This is a really good way. It keeps your fans charged, your phone charged, your cameras charged. And what you can also do is you can also, replace this with, say, just a USB charger where you might have like 6 or 8 USB ports that just charge out. And unfortunately, the thing is you don't get the extra plugs. So this is a really good way to keep the plugs and get additional USB ports. And then if you have devices, if you look on the back, there's usually some typing here and some print. You can see if they are 220 volt and 120. And if they are, then you can get something like this, which is a conversion from 220 to 110, just in the form, not in the voltage. So just make sure that your device can do this, because if you plug it into this and it's not 220, it's going to blow up. And you don't want to be the guy that caused the cruise line to have to come back to port. So just watch out for that. Always just make sure that it is good to go on the back.
Awesome. So my next one would be a simple deck of playing cards. There's a lot of downtime on a cruise, and although they are free with the Carnival ship, you can go down to
pretty much guest services.
Yeah, guest services.
They usually have them.
Maybe
casino. Usually it's guest services on Carnival. Other cruise lines, it may be a little bit different. But what we did find is that Carnival gives them out for free, but don't always bet on that, because the thing is if they don't have them, you might not be able to get them. So you want to make sure that you do bring, you can get them at pretty much any store, Dollar Tree or any, grocery store. You can get some cards. And they are very good to have because you might not think that you're going to have downtime, but you are. And if you're just maybe in the bar having some drinks, you can play cards. So always a good idea to have those available. Now, one thing that I also like to bring, now this is it looks interesting because I've taped over it a little bit. This is a magnetic, if you look here you can see the magnet, it's a motion light. And so this is great for your bathroom. So in the middle of the night, you're getting ready to go to the bathroom. For you guys that are first time cruisers, your room is going to be very dark. Especially at night. If you're maybe coming in...
Especially internal.
Yeah, and if you're in an interior room, it's pitch black. Something like this, like a motion light, you can get these on Amazon. You can, look around for them and find them. But what's really great about this is that they will put out a bunch of lights. So I've taped it with some just painter's tape, and you can, do masking tape, whatever. Kind of find a brightness that works for you. So it's not too bright, but if I didn't have the tape, it would be very, very bright. The alternative, if you want to, is
absolutely.
These guys are available also at the dollar store. Not that one, this one here. And they actually work really, really well. Is these little T-light, battery-powered T-lights, and it doesn't look like much in the video, but they are bright. You'd be surprised. They actually give out quite a bit of light, and we used them on our last cruise just to kind of guide our way to the room or to the bathroom. And you can see this one still turns on. It's their original battery. And so each one of these are good for something like 250 or 360 hours just off the battery alone that comes with it.
It kind of flickers. It's kind of nice to set the mood a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
get yourself some room service there and turn the lights down.
You got a great cruise date night going on.
Turn the room lights off because you don't really have a dimming ability. But yeah.
Awesome.
Alright, so one of my other favorite things to bring, I didn't think I would love this as much as I do, is something like this. This is a cable pouch or kind of cable organizer. And so for you guys, you tech guys, because that's what I am, you guys like to have your different cables that you bring for all your charging, but you want to keep it all nice. These are very, very cheap on Amazon. You can buy them through like the Facebook, like Wish and Home and whatever. And you can get them cheap if you can wait a while. I think I paid $6 for this. And it's actually really nice. And so you can put everything in there. I've got my phone chargers. I've got extra cables to charge the fans. I've got HDMI cables for when I want to plug stuff into the TV. This is all available in here. So it's a great way to organize, and it doesn't take very much room up when you put it in there.
But that's a great segue to our next one, which I thought I was purchasing something more like that, and I ended up with this little guy. But for your beach bag, for your headphones, that's all you need. It's this little guy. Little earphone bud.
And they're great because they keep everything protected for you. You can
your
put
phone charger.
Yeah, all the little things, headphones, wireless headphones, all that stuff will fit in this little guy. And same thing, like Amazon, Wish, any of those sites.
Awesome.
So one of the other things that we did get into is we ended up getting...
Oh, yeah. Not a sponsor, by the way.
Not a sponsor. Totally not trying to push this out or anything like that. Is if you guys have seen the Quip toothbrushes, I didn't think they would be good, but they're actually pretty awesome. Check them out. But they come in there's actually a clear tube that goes over it. We use like the Sonicares, and we tried to find toothbrushes that would be good, but also kind of Sonicare like. And these are actually pretty awesome. These are the Quips that I'm sure you guys have seen on Facebook. So, check these out, and definitely, worthwhile. They're actually very, very small. So it uses a AAA battery, tiny, and you don't have to get like the subscription plan. Just get a regular, just get one, and then you guys are ready to go.
All right, so my next one is very self-explanatory. If anyone has ever cruised from Galveston on Carnival, you know that you get 2 bottles of wine, and you usually use those, or two bottles per couple.
Yeah, you get a bottle of wine per person.
Right.
On Carnival. Other cruise lines may be different, but you do, and you can bring in your own wine.
And out of Texas, it's very beneficial because that first night, there's a TABC law that they can't serve discounted alcohol or packaged alcohol. So your Cheers package isn't effective until 6 a.m. the next day. So those 2 bottles of wine per couple, or 1 bottle per person, come in really handy that first day.
Now, the reason that we bring this, which of course you guys can see, it is a corkscrew wine opener. The reason that we bring this is because if you were to bring it to the main dining room, there's actually a fee. It's $15 for you to go through and have them open your bottle of wine that you brought in. So just, pro tip here, bring a corkscrew, open your own wine, and when you go to the MDR, don't bring your bottle, just bring a glass of wine. And then you'll be, basically be ready to go.
Perfect.
Now, this one may not seem like a huge deal, but honestly, this is probably one of the best tips I can give you, and it's probably the cheapest. Ziploc bags, whether it's Ziploc or not, but basically go to your Lido deck, go to your buffet, get some cookies, get a sandwich. Cookies are great because now Carnival's doing late night charging on their room service, which is still great, by the way. But this will allow you to make sure that all of your food stays sealed and tasty and fresh. And so you can keep it here. Also, great for when you are going off the boat. So maybe put a sandwich or put some other things from breakfast in your bag, take it on that excursion, and then you got some snacks that you don't have to pay for because you brought it with you in your bag.
Great tip. So I guess I'm going to transition into, I'm going to save that guy for last because I don't even know what to say about him yet. This is our travel pharmacy.
Okay, so here's the deal with this. We started off, like some of you guys may have heard of, bringing the over-the-door shoe rack. That is still a great tip. It really is. It is a very good tip. The thing with the over-the-door shoe rack, is that while it is great, the problem is that it's not able to kind of zipper up like you can kind of see here. And basically we kind of transitioned into this because we did the over-the-door shoe rack. Worked really well, but then we had to put all of our pharmacy stuff, our everything you would want. Anti-diarrhea, your various,
I'm so glad we started with that one.
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, you eat too much, whatever. You got gas relief, and you got your various, nighttime sleep aid, Benadryl.
Naproxen sodium, which is a leave.
Ibuprofen, whatever. This allows you to zipper it up and just throw it in your luggage, and you're ready to go. It's got this nifty little hanger. So you guys on Carnival, we haven't really been on too many other ships yet, but Carnival's got those nice little kind of robe kind of hangers right next to the bathroom. They put put your breakfast out there, the little breakfast menu. You can hang this right there. And then it's all right there next to the bathroom when you go in. And you can still do the over-the-door shoe rack. It is really a great thing, but this is a great way to keep all of your pharmaceuticals, your drugs, and things like that all in one place.
And I think technically it's a jewelry organizer.
Yes. If you look on Amazon, jewelry organizer is what you want. Those of you guys that have Tuesday morning, they have these a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, but they are still a jewelry organizer.
Zipper closed up.
Yeah, they're just pockets. They don't have the zipper.
And if you want to see us kind of break down everything that we can fit in here and what we like to travel with, comment below. That'll probably be another video.
Yeah. Also, one last thing. I'm going to pull out one other thing. This is actually one of our favorites. We found this in our last cruise. Tip. If you guys like to partake in the alcohol and drink and the drink package, these little guys are amazing. Basically, this is the Pedialyte in a packet. You just put it in a 8-ounce cup of water, drink it the night before you go to bed, and you will generally, this isn't of course for all of you, but this will generally allow you guys to wake up hangover free.
For your next excursion.
Yeah. So definitely something that we do highly recommend is, check those out. Two more things.
Okay.
I've got, of course, the standard extension cord. Not too much to really say about this, but the extension cord is great because there is usually only one outlet in your stateroom. So you've got the one that's usually on the cabinet, on the, kind of like by the mirror. There's going to be the one. Now, what we did find on our last cruise is there were some right underneath the bed, but they were, again, those 220s. So if your device isn't 220, how are you going to get that plug-in for your device that's maybe right next to the bed? So extension cords, always a good idea.
And my latest purchase is this big guy.
Still got the tags on it.
Yeah. Have not field tested this one yet. I will get back to you on a full review once we return from our September 9th cruise.
Yes.
On the Carnival Breeze. So far though, I've transitioned from a bag that seemingly was about this size, but didn't fit quite as much as this one does. There's all these hidden compartments in here. There's places for brushes and mascara. I got my razor in here, toothpaste, eye cream, and so many travel little guys. The review that we watched, she pulled full-size items out of here. So many of them. And I don't think I could have gotten that out of my previous bag. So I'm super excited to try this out.
Also has a hanger.
Yeah. It also hangs.
Yeah. So this is the
La Vierte travel toiletries bag.
Yeah. So you guys check that out.
In purple.
It's again a great way to kind of keep all your stuff together.
There's all kinds of little mesh compartments in here that I don't know what to do with, but I can't wait to find stuff to cram in there.
Alright, so I have one last one. This is kind of my Ziploc emergency bag, so I've got all my magnetic hangers. Also, by the way, with these magnetic hangers, your stateroom, your various cruise lines are going to be all metal. So I do want to point out one thing. If you look at the bottom of this guy, this is what is called a ceramic magnet. It's black. It does not hold as much weight as these guys, which are what are called the rare earth neo something or another magnet. They do cost a little bit more, but they do stick way better, and they have much more weight that you can put on them. So definitely check that out. I mean, you can see here, I mean, this is, you know, holding all of this with no problem, where I do one of these guys, you can see it's just not wanting to drop, it's trying to drop it as much as it can. But I do also bring extra, like, zip ties. I'd read, you know, bring in, like, duct tape. You'd be surprised. Duct tape's actually something that could have been very, very useful on your cruise. And so definitely something to, you know, think about bringing.
And I did save one item for last because I don't know how much I can actually recommend these because of how they got to us mainly. These are clips for your pool chair, your deck chair, that holds your drink. And the first day, they were really awesome. We got a lot of, like, where did you get those?
Yeah, a lot of people were like, whoa, that's really cool.
Literally, they probably can only fit a beer. They can't even fit this.
Now, not usually a problem, though, if you do have, like, the Cheers or alcohol package, because you're going to put a normal cup in there. But
only beer and, like, the small, like,
poolside plastic cups.
You can't put a hurricane glass that all your fancy drinks come in. So I don't know. And they came to us very broken from the Home app, which is like Wish from China kind of store. And so I can't fully recommend them, but that first day when I was kind of just drinking beer, they came in handy.
Yeah. And they did get a lot of attention. So if you're looking to talk to people, this is a good conversation starter. You'd be surprised.
And to look like you know what you're doing.
True. Very true. So that is pretty much it. These are, you know, most of the things. There's a couple things that, you know, we're still researching before we'll put out there. But for the most part, this is definitely the things that we bring that you may have read about, you maybe have seen here and there, but these are definitely huge comfort items that make our life much better. So definitely check these out. You know, make sure you bring them with you. A lot of these you can pack right into your actual check luggage, and then some of them, you know, pack into your carry-on that you actually bring through. But you'll be much better to have them with you than without.
Awesome, so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys, for watching, and, you know, subscribe, and we'll put out some videos here and there as we, you know, get requests and think of other video ideas. So thanks again for watching.
Good night.
Night. Bye.